Alright, today we're going to learn how to paint this lightning storm. Alright, the question of the day is, what is the arc encounter? Alright, let's get started with the colors. Quin red, pearly red, yellow ochre, burnt sienna, Van Dyke brown, primary yellow, cad yellow, twin blue, aquamarine blue, phthalo green, titanium white, Mars black. Today we're going to do a painting of a lightning storm. Alright, we got that initial layer, kind of the lightning strike, kind of just the shadow behind. We're going to fill in the really light on top of that, but we kind of want to fill in that background first and get that nice blend between the purple into the gray here. I tried to add some blue in here, started taking up the paint, so I'm just like, I got to pull out, you know. This painting's getting sticky, so I just started pulling the paint off, so you have to let it dry at this point. Got the brown in here. I want a little bit darker brown, I think. It just, I mean, it has a nice contrast, so maybe we'll keep some of the lighter. I'll definitely have an accent here with maybe a really light yellow to kind of contrast the overall purple feel. And we got like kind of a lot of variation in the clouds kind of coming together. We'll see how that comes in the next layer. We'll probably fine tweak those clouds, a little more variation, and make this probably blend a little better at the bottom. So we'll see you in the next stage. So the Ark Encounter is this museum that built a life-size Noah of the Ark. So this huge boat that's supposed to carry all the animals in the world during the Great Flood in the Bible. And they have kind of stuffed paper mache animals in there. They have dinosaurs in there supposedly. And they have a museum attached to it as well to explain the whole creation theory that in the Bible they created dinosaurs, even though they're not written in the Bible obviously. And scientists say it's 65 million years ago that dinosaurs live, and the Bible said everything's created 6,000 years ago, so pretty big disconnect, right? Anyway, they open up and they ask for tax discount because they're a church. And at first they argued they weren't a church, they sued in court, and then because of separation of state and religion in the US Constitution, they were awarded a status as a church. So this church, to get into the Ark, it's only a mere $50, even though it's supposed to be a church where you practice religion for free. But so they asked for that thing in front of the head for $50. If you go to the museum and the Ark, it's $80. The most outrageous thing, I think, is right next door. They call the Ark Encounter zip line. So they've attached zip lines with, you know, a traditional zip line park, and you have kind of an aerial drop So they've added this on, I think, just to create even more money. I don't know if this is part of their religion, but anyway, the current park of the Ark and the museum are tax-free. I don't know if this other part is tax-free, but they're making so much bank. I really doubt they really need a tax break there, but who knows, maybe they claim they're getting religion through jumping through the air and ziplining. And that's the Ark Encounter, guys. All right, we just finished the paint. Let's take a closer look. So we have this really nice dark purple at the corners here with the lightning. I've kind of added those secondary lightning strikes at the top, which kind of balances out the one at the bottom. I wasn't sure if I really needed that, but I did think it gave it a little more balance. In the photo, those lightning strikes go all the way through, but I kind of wanted to keep that kind of separate parallel line. And then you got it striking the land below, which is just kind of this nice warm brown to really contrast that purple. So you got the purples contrasting with the brown, you know, has a little bit of that redness to it, and then you have a little bit of redness in the clouds themselves, kind of purple with a little bit of gray. I use a little bit of gray black to kind of add contrast in those clouds, give it to make it stand out more. And you got a lot of this darkness coming through, so you know it's kind of a pitch black night, and only because of the lightning strike it's really lighting up that sky and the ground below. So yeah, overall I think I'm pretty happy. I probably, realistically, the ground would probably be darker, but I wanted to kind of make that lighter to make it pop. Color-wise, you don't want it to painting completely dark. You want to kind of balance that out, so to say. Overall, I think it's pretty solid. I mean, I did wipe out kind of that neutral sense of those clouds being kind of blurry at the bottom, and so you kind of lost some of that contrast, but you do have the brown fields are kind of neutral, so I think that's enough neutral, and then you have a lot of motion in the top. So hopefully you guys like it. Give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe, you can subscribe below, and check out my Patreon account for the full version, and I'll see you in the next painting, guys. Thanks.